Hello, hello! Welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger. I'm Alex Orvalier, and here we are with Chrono back in the party, and this awesome epic music going, and the old man wants to talk to us again. So, okay. What do you got to say, old man? The wings of time came looking for us, huh? Also, if you haven't done all the side quests that we already did, he would be listing them off for you and giving you hints where they take place, and also explicitly stating, like, he'd say stuff like, in the Middle Ages, a former knight's spirit is restless. He'd say stuff like, in the distant past, you can get some special armor. In the far future, there are some robots that are going crazy and stuff, There we go. However, you will not be alone. I have heard vague glimpses of events, people, and places that will empower you. One of you is close to someone who needs help. Find this person fast. Just as you touch the lives of every life form you meet, so too will their energy strengthen you. Fail to live up to your potential and you will never win. What's funny though is about that line pretty much is actually like a mistranslation. One of you knows someone and they need help, find them fast. I don't remember what exactly it's supposed to say originally, but it's more like it's more supposed to be saying basically talk to your teammates and they might have more information like on what's going on. So yeah, there's that. So I guess we could. Okay, Marley's so happy. No, we're not gonna take him. Now, what about Luca? No, I don't. Not right now. They're all saying what they think about the Chrono situation, basically. Aww. In the original Japanese, Ayla just calls Chrono Crow. Okay, but for now that we're in the mid-late 40s, this is a pretty perfect time to go ahead and fight the next form of Specchio. Although, we probably want to get some other stuff if we can. Let's see. Okay. So, it's going to be a magical fight, right? So we want stuff that gives us some modicum of, magical resistance and whatnot. So Prism Helmets are a good choice. Anything that gives you magic defense is also a good choice. Magic defense or HP at this point. Also speed still, obviously. Let's get the... Wall ring? Wall ring? Oh, no. We'll put that on Magus. Let's see. Let's max Chrono's HP. And let's go grab one of our dash rings. Okay, and for Magus here, we'll go ahead and... where was that wall ring? Just gonna cap his magic defense. Although, actually, no, you know what? Here, we'll raise his magical attack power, we'll cap his magic defense by lowering his speed a little bit. And then we will give the wall ring to Chrono, because that gets him really close to cap magic defense. And although actually, let's go back to the silver earring and cap his HP. And let's give Robo the wall ring. Even though it's going to slow him down a little bit, he deserves to have higher magical defense than he has. And technically he's innately shadow elemental, so let's give him the white mail. So he just absorbs the opposite element. I don't know if I mentioned it before, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it at least once. But every character has an innate element in this game, even if it doesn't show up. Like, see, for characters where it's explicit, like Magus is shadow, Chrono is lightning or light, or whatever. But you know, then you have these characters like Robo and Ayla who don't have one. But, statistically, they still do. Ayla's is fire. She takes like 18% less damage from fire-based attacks. And Robo's is shadow. He takes like 21% less damage from shadow attacks. And I'm pretty sure, like, I don't think anyone's done testing, but I'm pretty sure opposite element also damages certain characters more. But I don't have any proof on that, so you can take what I say with a grain of salt. Anywho, so we don't have dark matter yet. That's okay. We've got a mighty luminaire, and we've got shock to work with in this setup. And there's probably better setups to do this with, but here we have Specchio's 5th form. Let's see, Frog, Kilala, Goblin, Omicron, and now this. He's like a blue version or purple version of Masamune or Grand Leon. So this is what most people consider to be his final form, because he's it's really hard to beat for one, and he doesn't change after this until you get to the level cap. So yeah, you're gonna see this form for a long time. Hey Punkhead, where you been? Yeah, I want some practice. Now let's see if we actually can live through his attacks. Okay, that's I think that's Shadow Elemental. Okay. Probably should have used uh-oh. I don't know if we're gonna live through that. Heal beam going. Well, you see, Magus, look at how much less damage Magus is taking because he has capped magical defense. Magical defense reduces magical damage by a percentage. So when you cap it, it reduces all magical damage by 99%. Meaning Magus is taking 1% damage of what Specchio is putting out. Should I sacrifice looking at Magus's boots or Specchio's horns? I think I'll sacrifice Magus's boots. Ow. Not sure how much HP he has in this form. It's probably like 20 to 30,000 or something. Ridiculous. And I guess this inspiring music is gonna stay with us until we leave the end of time. So I hope you enjoy it. I do. I think it's pretty cool. 24 damage. Ooh, lightning damage. Robo's gonna absorb that. You know what we could do with Magus? He's learned Magic Wall, which is free. Well, not free, but you know, it's just a very minor MP cost for not a lot of magic, and my dog is barking like crazy. So I might have to run off in the middle of the recording to get him to stop. I'd rather not, though. Is that instant death? Son of a bitch. Let's get Magic Wall going on Chrono, and then we will revive our Dewflocket over there, our healer. Although we might wind up having Magus have to try to do this solo. Although I think Specchio could just instant death him to to get around his, Ooh, Chrono's gonna absorb that. Okay, maybe my dog can stop, then I won't have to go down there. I live upstairs, and, above a family garage, and I'm a bitch. You know what? Let's just have Magus try to solo this. I have no idea how much is left, but I'm going to assume that Specchio will not be able to kill Magus. Oh, speak of the garage door's opening. I swear, every time I sit down to record, when I think, is that just gonna instant death me? Son of a bitch. Okay, maybe we need a better setup in order to combat Specchio. Trying to think about who would make the most sense. My dog's barking again. Hold on. I'm gonna... For one thing, I like this epic music, but I think it's gone on for too long, so let's just really quick leave and come back. I'm tired of it. My dog's name is Maxim, by the way. He's a black and tan dachshund with a cute white spot on his chest. Maybe one of these days I'll do a video where I show myself and my dogs off, but that would have to be something that people would actually want to see, and most of the people who actually watch me consistently are people who already know what I look like, so not a whole lot of stuff to do there. Let's see, what are the major weaknesses of this group? Well, for one thing, Robo's kinda slow, still. Let's see, Chrono's magic is kinda weak. Let's see. Let's grab a faster party member there. And... since it's gonna be all magical, one of the girls is probably a better choice than Chrono. And it's probably Luca. Let's see. Oh, come on, I don't want a character theme, like, for the entirety of... Okay, thank you. Not that I don't like the character themes, I just feel like the, I feel like the... Let's see, what can we get for her? Well, let's see. First off, let's pull our prism caps and our other males and stuff off of our other characters. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. We have a few choices. And she's not any faster than Robo, unfortunately. But we can actually cap her magical defense, which is probably a better thing because she won't really be taking damage. As far as Frog goes, let's see. We can get him pretty up there, but I don't think we can get him, like, enough of the way up there. one away. We get him one away from Captain Magic defense. You know what? Fuck it. Let's get it. Okay. And then we'll give him the Rune Blade, because that'll increase his magical potency, obviously. And no one has cap speed in this group. As far as the 6 magic goes, let's just go ahead and, yeah, we might as well. Let's see. I don't know if this group is going to actually fare any better or not, but let's try. Yeah, I'm looking for some practice. Let's, Dark Bomb going. We'll just have... We'll just go all out with attacks first for a while, because we've got such high magic defense we should be able to. We should be able to take about 3 or 4 speculative attacks before we really gotta heal. Now I'm getting attacked like crazy. Okay. Oh, okay, my girlfriend's coming over. Oh. That's fantastic. We might be due for some healing, just in case. I love Flare. I love that animation as a kid, and I love it as an adult, too. Guess I could have brought Marley instead of Frog. We would have lost AoE healing, but we could be doing Antipode 3 or something. I remember as a kid, this form of Specchio used to just completely thrash me. Like, I didn't realize how stats worked, and I didn't... Like, characters without the gear, like the moon armor and the prism helmets and stuff, characters won't cap magic defense for a pretty long time. I think, so, like, most of them cap it in, like, the late level 50s. And then, like, the ones with lower magic defense, like... Oh, look, instant death. We saw the HP go away before we saw the animation go out. Here, we'll revive him, and then we'll give him a cure 2 once he's back up. Oh, son of a bitch. Whatever. That's one thing I don't like. I wish that the game would let me target dead party members, so that I can, you know, like, get them up, like, effectively. Hey, look, he lived. That's a Dark Bomb. Luke is gonna run out of MP, but that's okay. We got plenty of ethers, so we'll have Frog like ether her up or something after she casts the fire 2, I guess. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. This is just a wonderful recording. Oh, maybe I'm not. Dang it, Nose, make up your mind. Oh, we got him. Learns Dual Tech Line Bomb. Learns Dual Tech Frog Flare. Excellent. Graceful set, huh? 1 magic tab, 1 speed tab, and 1 power tab, and 10 elixirs. Just another reason that elixirs in this game are pretty much not valuable at all, and you should probably just use them or sell them. Anywho, let's see. What do we have left to do? Well, we've got the Black Omen now. And, we take whoever we want there, really. I figure I might as well show off, Chrono. So I'm probably gonna take him. Let's see, let's grab the roomy armor, prism helmet, and, dash ring, just so you're faster, I guess. Red mail, I guess. That'll come in handy. Let's put the hero medal on just for the fuck of it. Let's see. And I'm probably gonna take Magus as well. So let's grab Chrono here. And for the first part, I'll take Frog, but later I'm probably gonna switch to Ayla. Now, the interesting thing about the Black Omen is that once it appears in 12,000, it will appear in every timeline after that, or time period after that, rather. So, if you kill it in 12,000, you will have destroyed it in all other time periods. But, just like the treasure chests in like 1,000, like if you grab the treasure chest in 1,000, you can go back to 600 and grab them again. So, we can actually fight the Black Omen a total of 3 times. You can't get into it in 2300. Lavos has already won, so, like, Queen Zeal is in, like, a orgasmic coma or something. Also, if it's your first time playing the game, I would not feel bad at all if, like, you wanted to set your combat back to weight, because this place is really rather difficult. It's like the final dungeon, more or less. And the funny thing about it is it's completely optional. Although, I've heard that unless you go through the Black Omen at least once, you won't actually get the in-game trigger to unlock New Game Plus. So, there's that. She gives us a she gives us a yearly breakdown every time we come in, I think. Now, I've always actually just gone and killed it in 12,000, so I don't really know what all I stand to benefit from destroying it 3 times. But I'm not going to show every time I destroy it on film, or on recording. But I am going to destroy the Black Omen 3 times on this file. Just in order to get some really good gear, and also to sort of, I plan on showing off the final form of Vecchio at some point, so I'm going to be doing a lot of leveling up. This Mega Mutant boss isn't really that difficult. Doesn't have a lot of HP either. I think he absorbs Shadow Elemental attacks. And you'll fight several variations of this boss all throughout the Black Omen. I think like 2 or 3 more times. And like next time it'll be called Giga Mutant. You can also steal items from its top and bottom half. I think like that time it had like a Vigil hat in the bottom half and an elixir in the top. Something like that. These guys, you can actually steal, I think... I want to say you can steal gold studs from them. But I don't really remember. And I don't really care, so... Haha, you can't lock me because I have prison hats on. You silly, silly. Also, for some reason, they just die sometimes. Like, they don't take full damage, like the mask is closed, and you hit them and they die, and it's like they have less than 20 HP for some reason. So, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, we don't need to care about having Ayla in the party just yet, so... Let's see how you compare Chrono with your weaker version and weaker magical power. Yeah, not even close. Man, if they just gave Magus Luminaire, he'd best Chrono in every way. Actually, Chrono has much higher physical attack power, and actually has physical techs. Such as the Mighty Confuse. Damn, that's almost 1,600 damage. Now, you jerk. Gorgeous. I hate these guys. As a kid, this was the first encounter in the Black Omen that killed me. Because they have absurdly high physical attack, they can confuse you, they drop your HP by 1/2. You know, they're just bad moves. Oh, and they absorb all elements. So you have to use physical attacks against them. They kind of look like giant chickens, though, don't they? I've read that all of the monsters in this game were actually designed by Akira Toriyama. Alright, level up for Chrono. Let's get a little bit of healing in. Even though there's a save point right up there and we could use a shelter there, we're gonna run into more encounters before we get there, so... Now those robots up there, I think they're the Synchronites? You can steal golden earrings from them. So if you're like doing a really low level playthrough and you want a lot more HP or something, they might be a good option to steal from to get gold earrings for your entire party. But that's kind of pretty niche, so they're not really worthwhile. Shazam. Look at the EXP we're getting in here. Oh, every battle's given like hyper ethers and elixirs too. For as hard as this place could be, you know, being the hardest dungeon in the game, it basically fuels you to get through it. Like, it's not going to be hard to get through at all. So that's kind of nice. Oh, now at this point we want to bring Ayla into the party, because upcoming monsters actually have speed tabs to steal. And this is basically the point in the game where, you know, the game is pretty much telling you, hey, you can, this is where you're going to get to power up your characters to the max. So, it's these enemies right here. The panels. If you're having real bad luck with stealing the speed tabs, you can bring in Marley, and they can perform Twin Charm together, which has a higher successful steal rate, but it's not that much higher, and frankly, I think it's kind of like takes longer to steal stuff that way than just having Ayla go, because Marley has such a speed deficiency compared to her. You can actually see these panels back in the Undersea Palace when you're running along the catwalk to get to the Mammon Machine. They're like down on the ground or whatever, off to the side. You can just barely see their tops. I don't know if they were just called panels in Japanese or not, but yeah. So that's the first of the speed tabs we can steal, and we can go ahead and start using those. Let's go ahead and cap Magus's speed. He's got cap speed now, no matter what he's wearing, so that's great. And we can give the other two to, let's see. You know what, let's go ahead and cap Ayla's speed, because she'll get more turns in that way to steal stuff from. I'll give these power tabs to her as well. Might as well. And, let's go to Magus. Oh, look! 2 more panels to steal from. Even more speed tabs, baby. Now, be kind of careful. You don't want to just, like, bum rush assume that she's gonna succeed on her steal and bum rush the panels, because if you kill them, they don't respawn. And as far as I know, I think that they're like got a weird time shenanigan thing going on. I think if you kill these panels, regardless of time period, I don't think they show up ever again. So you can only steal from them once per playthrough. And as far as total amount of speed tabs that you need to cap characters, I think I added it up once in my head. It's somewhere close to 40. It's not quite 40, but let's see. If we add it up right now, Magus needs 4. Chrono needs 4. Frog needs 5. So that's 13. Ayla needs 3. That's 16. Luca needs 10. That's 26. Marley needs 9. That's 35. Robo, technically, with his in-game side quest, if you're only going to do one playthrough, or you're just impatient, but we want to factor that in at least once. So Robo only needs 7, so we're up to 42. And I believe that's every character. So you need 42 speed tabs total in order to cap everyone's speed. Now this next part of the Black Omen is kind of a dick move. Okay, so we got ruby armors on Chrono and Ayla, and quite honestly, let's go ahead and get the red mail on Chrono, and let's put the red vest on Magus. These next enemies, I don't think there's anything to steal from them, but they basically function like a very dangerous form of the rubble. The 2 small ones, the sidekicks, they don't do anything worthwhile, but the boss orb, it will repeatedly cast a fire wave over and over again. And if you do not have fire protection and you are in here early and your magic defense is low and you're on active, you can get a game over trying to kill the sidekicks. obviously you can just kill the boss orb, but the boss orb doesn't really have any EXP or tech points. It's all locked up in the sidekicks. But as long as you've got the red mail and red vests, and the ruby armor, you're practically invulnerable. So, yeah. Yeah, the sidekicks, they run away. They have a turn counter. They'll run away faster. Like, their turn counter gets cut in half if you kill the boss orb. So, you kill the boss orb, they pretty much just run away instantly. But they're each sidekick is worth 500 EXP and 100 tech points. So if you manage to kill both, you'll get 200 tech points. So if for some reason your characters are behind on techs, this would be a good place to catch them up. But you can kind of see how even at low damage, like the ruby armor that's mitigating 80% of that, and the fact that she's innate fire element mitigating even more, that Ayla's still taking, 37 damage per fire wave. And there's a lot of these things in here, so it adds up, even taking small amounts of damage. So, yeah. See what I mean about there being a lot of things in here? Or a lot of these things in here, anyway? I love Ayla's critical hit animation. It's like she's like dunking a basketball almost, but like she does that whole front flip thing, it's like a front backflip, because like I think she's spinning like reverse ways as she jumps, and then she like controls her own momentum somehow and like reverses and does like a spin smash. I don't know, it's hard to describe. 200 tech points. Magus learns dark matter. I believe that means that we have every tech for every character. Yup. And also, something else we could do now is we could show off Dark Eternal. So I'm gonna do that. We'll have to learn it first, obviously, but let's put on the dash ring. Its ruby armor is fine. Now I won't be able to show it off this battle, but the next battle will be shown off. Metal Mute, huh? I think it's supposed to be Metal Mutant, but let's go ahead and show off Dark Matter, even though you've already seen it several times in the actual Magus fight. It's been a while, so... Of course, saying it's been a while on a thing like YouTube, where you can go back and watch anything at any time, and, like, check on what's up with videos, but... Wow, look at that. Look at that damage. And now we won't be getting tech points from anything ever again. And maybe I was wrong. Maybe I could have shown off Dark Eternal there. Maybe I just needed to have the Black Rock equipped. Okay, let's see. Yep. Okay, so basically it's a mixture of Ice 2, Fire 2, and Dark Matter. You can steal gold studs from the flag box. The description for Dark Eternal is the ultimate Dark Bomb. And it's the ultimate Marley is dead, so let's heal her up, I guess. Could you please just let us get at this? Come on, game. I know you're inactive and these enemies are really fast, but... Okay, let's show it off. Dark Eternal. Oh, it's kind of trippy. Whoa! Whoa! That's some damage. That's some damage. But as nice as it is, until we get Marley and Luca up to Magus' speed, it's kind of meh. So, oh wait, why did I put Frog back in? I need Ayla. Or want Ayla, rather. You don't need her, but I want to be able to steal stuff. Because, I mean, imagine if this room was panels. We'd have 3 panels to fight, so... It's kind of hard to tell, but that center, the center statue behind the golden tube, that's another panel. It's just a front-facing view of this, like, side angle thing that they got going on the other panels, so... Oh no, we walked into a disintegration ray, the game is over. Oh look, we're gonna have the elevator fights again. Let's see... Oh, we don't need the black rock anymore, so... Where did you put my gold stud? Give me my gold stud! Wow, these things are annoying as hell. They absorb, I think, Shadow Elemental? I don't rightly remember. They also will try to eat one another, and will instantly kill anything that they eat. Physical attacks work pretty well. They have 1500 HP, so... One use of Confuse will kill them. Okay, I guess they don't have anything cool to steal. Ooh, Magus critical hit. Nice, nice. Okay. Alright, more rooms with panels. Oh, and these assholes again. Well, now that we don't need the tech points, we could still try killing the sidekicks for EXP, but since they give such a little amount of EXP and it takes several turns to kill them, we might as well just kill the boss orb and see if we get lucky with, like, crits or something. Because, yeah, it's not an effective use of our time to prolong this fight now that we don't need the tech points. Yeah, you run away. Another level up for Chrono, that's always welcome. More of these assholes for some reason. You know, something else I could show off now that we got Chrono back and we've got every single technique, is I guess I could start showing off all of the triple techs in the game. Because one of the reasons there's all these items that invoke triple techs is because most of, if not, well, I guess not all of, obviously, but most of the triple techs in the game involve Chrono. So, I guess let's kick Magus out of the party for a moment. And let's see. Let's grab Robo and Marley. Oh, and I guess I should make Robo, sure Robo has at least some decent gear going for him. I hope I don't miss any panels doing this. Mega Elixir. Okay, we're groovy. Now they don't have the triple tech learned, so that's the other thing that's kind of annoying about dual and triple techs. Since it takes one battle to learn them, unless you're repeating battles, you don't really get to, you know, like, it's not readily apparent, you know, who's learning what, and if you find something you like, you know, why would you switch up what you're doing? But, yeah, whatever. Okay. Learns dual tech Super Bolt. Learns dual tech Ice Sword. Learns triple tech Lifeline. Wait, was that Ice Sword 1? Okay, no, that was Ice Sword 2. But yeah, they've got the triple tech Lifeline. And, basically, it's, the description's kind of misleading. Basically, it puts re-raise on the entire party. I guess it's a mixture of Cyclone, Life 2, and I guess Laser Spin or Heal Beam or something. Yeah, so... I think I've shown off some of these other triple decks before, but... 30,000 G, and we've nothing to spend it on. Okay, what's down here? Alright, this might be a good battle to show Lifeline on, as we'll waste turns doing Lifeline itself. Oh, one of them ate the other. You didn't even take any damage yet, you jerk. Yeah, so basically with Lifeline on, for the rest of the battle, or until somebody dies, they will automatically revive. And that's how some people have done some really interesting, like, level 1 for Marley and Chrono, and level 10 for Robo, because he comes in at level 10, playthroughs, or whatever. So, yeah. Let's see. They have a triple tech. We'll learn it in this battle, and maybe we'll do it in the next, or we'll at least learn it, so... Now, the sad thing about triple techs is a lot of them actually come in pretty early in the game. Like, if you remember back in Max's Castle, the, what was it, Triple Raid or whatever, that Robo, Frog, and Chrono learned? That was a mixture of, what was it, Cyclone, Slurp Cut, and Robo Tackle. Yeah, so, like, this one we just learned, it's called Delta Force. And, it's a mixture of Lightning 2, Ice 2, and Fire 2. And it actually comes out making a Shadow Elemental attack, I believe. So, we won't be able to show it off in this battle, but... I guess I could have used... If I'd remembered this battle was here, I could have used it to, could have used it to learn another dual tech or triple tech, rather. I find it kind of interesting that we get this gear that protects our status, but then like certain battles just they can basically ignore that and do stuff like lock our techs and items, so... Okay, show off Delta Force in this fight. And as you can see, it barely, it barely does more than Flare or Luminaire by itself. So, as far as like damage per like action goes, most of the triple techs that are naturally learned just aren't really that efficient. Let's see. Not sure. Let's see. There is a triple tech between Marley Frog and Chrono. It's called Arc Impulse. See if we can't learn it here. Which we will, I mean, but... Like I said, it's kind of annoying that I have to learn them first. I guess if you've got all the techniques and if you want to have the triple techs before you come through here, just so you have the option, you could just go somewhere, like, some time period where there's really easy fights where you can just, like, one-shot everything real quick and then, like, run off screen and run back in. Like, I guess Mystic Mountain and 65 Million would be pretty good. Or, any other place like that, so... I don't think there's any encounters in here. Let's see, Vigil Hat. Oh, there's a save point. This would probably be a pretty good place to call it. Ooh, a Nova Armor. And a Mega Elixir. And there's 2 news here. There's a whole lot of panels, but none of them are hostile. A Haste Helmet. Haste Helmet is awesome, and is also one of the reasons that Marley sort of loses one of her niche abilities. It's Auto Haste, and so, like... Okay, so we got a shop here. And in this shop, they sell all the way up to Hyper Ethers, which basically, they restore full MP. They also sell full tonics. We might as well... We have nothing better to spend our money on. So, like, you might as well just, like, stock up. Now, this new right here, he'll say, rest a while, and awaken from this dream. You want to stay. And the reason he says this dream is because in the original Japanese, the Black Omen is actually called the Black Dream. So this is another instance of dreams being materialized through Lavos' power. So I guess this is like the dark dream of like Queen Zeal or whatever. But as you can see, when you're switching party members in and out, all the ones that are in the reserves, they don't get healed by your shelters. So if you want to use them, you're gonna have to, you're just gonna have to keep track of how much MP they've used and what their HP is at when you switch them in and stuff. Anyway, the video's getting over long now, so I think I'm gonna stop it there. As far as where our save is, once you've saved Chrono, this is the last chapter of the game. It's called the Fated Hour, and I don't believe it ever changes again. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like. I'm Alex Surveyor. Stay safe, and I'll see you again.